myself, so how to win the OTA battle. Who'd like more bookings? Fantastic. Oh shit, that's only about a tenth of the room. Who would like more direct bookings? Fantastic. What I'm going to go through over the next, I'm supposed to be off stage in 5 minutes, but I just thought I'd sort of share my 20 years of travel industry experience and what we're doing now. I won't go through what we're going to go through because I've run out of time, but a little bit about myself. Our family's been in travel since about 1960. My father, Sir Adrian Caruso, OBE, OAM, AM, Dad's a Sir, for services to the Italian community and to the travel industry. He was one of the first travel agents back up in Brisbane. Dad's still alive, he's 94. Mum's 83. Good on you, Dad, love you. And he's on his laptop every day. So we're one of the pioneers. So travel is in my blood, and you'll see the passion that comes out from me when I present these things. We've had about, as I said, 30 years experience, and I founded Fastrack in 2003. We've been in Australia for about 20 years, and in New Zealand, we've got an office in New Zealand, and probably late this year we'll reopen up Singapore as well. Some of the brands we work with, you can see there some of the who's who in the Australian travel and the hotel industry as well. We also do camper vans as well, and we work with companies like Flight Centre as well. So there's some of our clients. So what I want to do now is probably the next 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to rush through the stages, the things that we are seeing, and some of my team is here to increase direct bookings, because to me, the battle has begun again. And I'm not against OTAs. I think OTAs are the best thing that has happened to hotels ever. Who agrees? Okay. Why? Can anyone tell me? When I have to go to a destination I've never been in, before I used to spend hours on the internet searching. Now I can go to one website and actually see what is available for what the price I want to do. True? They're fantastic. But to me, 72% of people who go to an OTA will come to your website. And this is what I see all the time, is a lot of clients come to us at Fastrack and say, hey, I want to increase my direct bookings. I go to their website, and I can't even find the book now button. Okay? It doesn't tell me why I should book with you. So I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'll go through a few things. Because ever heard of the billboard effect? The billboard effect is that they've seen your hotel in somewhere, whether it's Expedia, Booking.com, they've seen it in advertising or something. Because this is what happens. The guest uses the online travel agent to search where they want to go, because it's all there in summary. 2, your property listings show up, and this is where I'll pull on, I think sometimes your property listings on an OTA is actually quite poor, and this is where you can actually use it as well. Step 3, they're curious, so they come to your website, and this is where you lose them. There is no platform out there that can actually tell you how many people come from an OTA and actually then book from on your website. It's called a referral channel as well. Then what happens is that the guest compares prices. And guess what? Your website is crap, can't use it. Secondly, you are more expensive. The amount of times that I've gone to an OTA and then seen the hotel and your price is more expensive is incredible. So you have to watch about your rate parity. Then the guest finds the price, and this is where you can really win them. This is where you can say to them, book direct. And I can show you a lot of our clients that we've been working with 5, 6, 7 years who used to have 10% in direct bookings, and now that's 60%. But they're burning into their customers, book direct all the time. And it's a major, major opportunity for you as well. And what happens is the guests use the book now function as well. But let's take a step back. Who's got a book direct strategy? Okay, you're all potential clients of Fastrack. Who you must have in 2023 a direct booking strategy. You must have a strategy to try and get people who have booked on an OTA to have booked through them, come to your hotel to come back again. You must have a book direct strategy. Do you know what percentage of your bookings currently come through direct? Does anybody know? Okay, a very important key metric. Because what's going to happen over the next couple of years is that the market in Australia in 2020 for the OTA was 460 billion. 2022 was 650. In 2023, 972 billion. They're going to get bigger and stronger. And I think it's great for travel agents because you need to use OTAs as a marketing channel to get them in to come and book with you first up. But you have to make sure that you give them competitive advantage of why they should book through you and not the OTA. And again, great opportunity for you as well. And I'll allude to this in a moment, mobiles. We live on these bloody things. It's just incredible as well. Can anyone tell me what the top booking channel is in Australia? This is from the SiteMinder Travel Trends. Can anyone tell me? Booking.com. Expedia, followed by hotel websites. GDS is making a huge comeback. Make sure you guys are on the GDS. Then you've got Qantas Hotels, Agoda, and people like newcomers like Luxury Escapes. Okay? So there is still that, but yes, the top two are there as well. So make sure that you make OTAs work for you. Look at your listing as well. Because again, don't use the listing that an OTA has given you. Go into there. Make sure that you update it with the latest photos. Make sure you have the best description. And please do not copy whatever is on your website and put it into the OTA. Can anyone tell me why you shouldn't do that? If Google searches your website and the OTA and there's duplicate content, they penalise your website as well. So I know I'm rushing through these things, but as well. See, at the moment, and the statistics that have been presented today is that we're playing in probably the best market in the world where consumers don't even care how much inflation is going. They want to travel because when they book travel, who's booked a holiday recently? Great. I'm going 9th of July over to Italy to see the rallies. And when I booked it about 7 months ago, I felt fantastic. Okay? So we're playing in this space. So OTAs are essentially becoming the first touch point as well. But where do we start? And where we start first is data. Data to me is probably the most important thing. And again, I find a lot of hoteliers, small ones, big ones, don't look at their data enough as well. And of course, Google Analytics. Is everyone on Google Analytics 4, GA4? Because what's going to happen on the 1st of July is that your old Google Analytics will stop working and you'll automatically be upgraded to GA4. If you need to know more about that, my team's out there, but very important. But to me, you need to understand where your revenue is from. And if you're working with a marketing agency, this is not about Fastrack. This is the figures that you need to see 24/7. We give this to our clients every day. They can actually see what revenue, what their conversion rate is, what their organic revenue is, and so on. Make sure, this is Google Data Studio plugged into your e-commerce as well. Okay, let's talk a little bit about leakage. I know it's a really odd thing to talk about, is leakage. But to me, again, when clients come to us or me, the first thing we go is to Google Analytics and we look into their booking visualization funnel. Now, this might be over the top of a lot of people, but this is available in your Google Analytics because what it shows you where people are coming into your website, what they're doing in your website, and what they're doing if they complete a booking. And there's some really key metrics in here. For some of our clients, we've changed booking engine and it's doubled their conversion. For some clients, we've changed the payment gateway and it's doubled their conversion. To me, your website is never, ever finished. You need to keep, and we run experiments every day on our clients, all the time. What is the best thing? What's the best payment gateway? What's the best booking engine? And there's some really great booking engines, companies here in the room. But is that the best booking engine for your product? And there's some really big key metrics that you need to know. 40% of people that come to your booking engine abandon it. 40%. And the most critical part of your website is your booking engine. So start thinking about critical things. And also rate parity. Did you know that 27% of time, the OTAs are undercutting you? But look, 22% of the time, your website is more expensive than the OTA. And I've rung up reservations department and say, hey, listen, the OTA is cheaper. Can you match it? Oh, I haven't got the authority to do it. I'm like, okay, I'll just go book for the OTA and you just lost 15%. Very important. So again, these are a few little metrics as well. Okay. The average Australian is now spending 44% more time online than 21. We spend on average 6 hours per day on the phone. Everyone's like going, oh shit, that's not me. That's not me. Is it? It's incredible. 1 in 2% of people go to Google for their answers. So if you're a hotel or a property, you need to be seen on Google. The average person checks their phone 110 times a day. People are really addicted 900 times a day. I saw a few people put their head down going, oh shit, that's not me, that's not me. We are addicted to these things called the mobile. And during COVID, what happened? We became more addictive. And the point I'm trying to make now is that you really need to start looking at the data of your hotel website, of your marketing, of everything that you're doing on mobile, because we're on here. Now, some people may start on mobile and book on desktop, but it's very, very important. Some of the top performing websites we do Nightcap Hotels, which is ALH. I won't say what their conversion rate is, but when you go home tonight, pull it out, have a look and see how easy it is to book on there. We've integrated their booking engine on there as well. So make sure when you go home tonight, have a look at your own website. And usually if we had time, I'd actually ask you to pull out your phone now. And if you go into my presentation tomorrow, I'll actually show you to pull out your phone. Has anyone actually made a booking on their hotel using their mobile phone for their hotel? Has anyone ever done that? Okay. Very important. If you find it frustrating, anyone find it frustrating? Okay. You imagine what consumers are. These are basic things. Nick, that's funny. Okay? To me, the rule is you need to be able to make a booking and pay within 5 clicks. For every extra click, you lose about 20% of your customers. And the standard I give, my lead developer is out there, Jeremy Morris, has been with me 8 years now, 9 years, is that they have to build websites that they can make bookings within 5 clicks. Because for every extra click, you lose 20% of the bookings as well. Is anyone giving anxiety when they see this? Should I keep it up there? Here's it really pissing off. Yeah, okay. Who hates this one? Okay. Again, go back to your hotels, use Google PageSpeed Insights and see if you pass the test. Consumers expect immediacy. 53% abandon a mobile site if it takes longer than 3 seconds to load. Who likes everything quick these days in terms of bookings? I'm not everything else, but you know what I'm talking about. I nearly buried myself in a hole there, but. Okay, page speed. A 1 second delay in mobile load up time can impact mobile conversion by 20%. So what I'm talking about is all these little ideas and strategies that we look at, that if you start doing all of them, if you add them all up, say 10 of them, it has a massive effect on your direct bookings as well. Booking engine. Do you know the conversion rate of your website? Anyone know what your conversion rate of your website is? Jesus, we're going to have real fun tomorrow morning. Okay. The industry average out there is about 1.3%. We're trying to get it to 3 to 4%. So if you're under that, you need to talk to your digital agency or talk to us as well. And that's how you get it. Do you know the conversion of your booking engine? The most critical part is not your pretty website, is when they click off to a booking engine. If you don't understand the conversion rate of your booking engine, and these are figures that are available, it's very important. But do you also understand the conversion rate of your booking engine on mobile? Because we are on mobile. Again, a little trick. And I'll give you copies of these slides presentations. And that's the formula there to work out visitor to booking engine as well. So to me, make sure the first thing you do is get a high converting website. Secondly, integrate your booking engine. Pop-ups. I hate pop-ups, but you know what? They work. They really work. Who uses pop-ups strategically on their websites? Can you track the conversions? We do. But we also do exit pop-ups. You know, when you go click off and said, hey, whoa. When we worked with Apollo camper vans about a year ago, we increased the conversions by 29% by saying, hey, you've gone through the booking process. I've spent $10 to get you on my website. Hey, don't leave. I'll give you another 5%. Increase their conversions by 23%. Good idea? Again, these pop-ups are available from a lot of suppliers that are out there as well. Chatbots. I won't give Yonder a bit of a plug, but to me, we're using chatbots now to answer a lot of the questions that they ring up your reservations department and your front office to solve. But we also use chatbots now to make bookings. And I've got a lot of statistics as well. So again, if you haven't got a chatbot, speak to us. We put Yonder on a lot of them as well. SEO. Again, I find a lot of hotel companies don't do SEO. Who does SEO? SEO is free. It's a free listing on Google. You have to do the core basics of SEO. And people who go to SEO, who click on the organic listing, not the paid, are more likely to book. And there are some companies, when COVID hit, we kept SEO going. And guess what happened? Everyone stopped their SEO. Some companies that we work with kept going, and now their page authority with Google, no one can reach them anymore. So make sure you do SEO. Paid media. And again, I can't stress that the importance of paid media. But hey, someone says, I haven't got enough money. Make sure you do branded PPC. Because if you've only got $500 to spend a month on AdWords, do it for the name of your hotel at least, because you can outbid the OTAs. Can anyone tell me why you should do it for your brand? No one? Okay. When they're actually searching for your brand, they've already made a decision to stay at your hotel. So if you're not doing any PPC, that's the bare minimum that you should do as well. Meta search, very important as well. And again, a key tactic, Google Hotel Ads. Again, we're finding the ROI on Google Hotel Ads is quite huge as well. Reviews, I won't steal TripAdvisor's thunders, but you know, when I've never been to a hotel, I will go to the OTA, but then I'll go to TripAdvisor. Because 80% of people go to the internet first when looking for information. And you can see there that TripAdvisor and your listing and what you're ranking on TripAdvisor is quite important as well. You know, remember these little dots? Who goes to restaurants and checks how many stars they've got? Anyone do that? People are doing it for hotels as well. Okay? So to me, I'd be sending all your customers, don't just rate us on TripAdvisor, rate us on Google, because what happens, the more stars you have, the more likely Google's going to list you higher. Again, all these little tips, I've probably given you about 20 that we use at Fastrack. There's hundreds more to get you more direct bookings as well. Social media. It's making a big impact again, okay? Huge impact. And 29% are influenced by social media. Can anyone tell me what's the top social media channel in Australia? Not TikTok. Who said that? You got a TikTok? You got a TikTok account? You haven't got a TikTok account. What's the number one social media channel in Australia? Facebook. What's number two? Sorry? Nope. Come on. YouTube. Why? Because during COVID, we were sitting on our phones consuming a ridiculous amount of videos. And the ROI that we get when we do short videos on YouTube for our clients is huge. What's number three? WhatsApp. 4, Instagram. 5, LinkedIn. 6, Snapchat. 7, Twitter. 8, Tinder. Tinder? What? It's fairly good. Okay. Everyone's like, I'm not on Tinder. Tinder, Tumblr, as well. And 1 in 3 Australians are connected to a social media network. Before a couple of years ago, I only said, you know, social media, but we're seeing it every month increasing and increasing as well. Oh, hang on. WeChat and then TikTok's down the bottom. Sorry about that. So email marketing, look, I can't stress and make point of how important it is. Email marketing is free, but do not send one email, the same email to everybody, because everyone in this room is different. So why send the same email to everyone? Segment, use a platform like Revenate to segment as well. Gift vouchers. During COVID, one of our clients, Lancemore, they sold a ridiculous amount of gift vouchers. To me, people still want to travel. And if you don't know what, travel to me is probably the most appealing thing you can give. So make sure you sell gift vouchers as well. Thank you. Any questions? Tomorrow I'll be doing a more in-depth sort of presentation on how to get more direct bookings. I hope I've been able to share some of the knowledge of myself and my team on how our agency gets more direct bookings. Thank you very much.